So we will be starting our Mary Blair inspired castle designs. The first thing you're going to want to decide is which way to turn your paper. Now, I saw ideas based on her work where I could really go either way. I could go horizontally, I could go vertically. I think since in our last project we decided horizontal to be a little different, I'm going to go vertical. So I'm going to zoom out so you guys can see that better. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose a crayon to start with. I'm going to try to stick with just a few colors that I'll use, and then later when I use paint I'll add some different colors in. So definitely I would want to start with a geometric shape. So this will seem a lot like our artist James Rizzi that we were looking at before. So with Mary Blair, what we're doing is we're thinking about, well, what were some of the things we saw in some of her designs. So I'm going to start out with this blue here, and I think I'm going to start with a rectangle. And I saw in a lot of her designs, she would put things inside the shape as well. So thinking about how I would put lines and shapes and patterns inside of there, maybe even here. So it doesn't even seem like these are functional. I'm not sure if those are supposed to be doors or windows, but I like the way they look. I like how they're looking with those colors. So I'm gonna put a shape coming almost out from behind the blue rectangle. And then maybe I use this blue somewhere again. So in her designs that she did in the It's a Small World ride that you guys looked at, you noticed different types of architecture from all over the world. And in some of her castle designs, she would actually use some of that. So I'm thinking about what are some of the shapes and lines that I saw in those. This is kind of like the top, one of the towers that I saw. Maybe I do one over here. Some little flag poles. I'm thinking about what are things that you saw and what are some different shapes that you might put into yours. I think I'm going to use green over here. All right, so I'm going to keep working on my castle design. You guys are going to keep working on yours.